Hello, welcome back to another Build Thoughts episode. I do one of these every so often. Um, After I've done a review, I like to talk a little bit more about the build without having to do a review structure, if that makes any sense. So here is the 2020 version of Rapunzel's Tower, the newest one that's been out. And surprisingly, it's not retired yet. It's going to be soon. This year, 2023. It's gonna be gone at the very end of the year, presumably. It should have been gone like 2 years ago, three even. But anyway, I finally got it recently. I'm very happy to have it. It looks a lot better than the original. It's it's better looking. They got the shaping right this time. It looks much more proper than in the original. Not to diss the original, that one's great for its time, but it hasn't aged the greatest. Let's say that. Um, anyway, I did do a comparison video. It should be up. If it's not, it will be at some point. But here it is. I just wanted to say how tall this thing is. I still can't believe it's taller than the box. Like, very few sets are taller than their boxes, at least standard size sets. Anyway, I just wanted to compare a minifig's height to it because why not? I guess it would be more fair to compare a mini doll because this set comes with mini dolls, not mini figures. So, some people complained about that. I can understand, but you know what? We'll get mini figs of the Tangled characters at some point, I'm sure. But anyway, here it is. It's very tall. I love how tall it is. It's just more accurate. Like the original design of the movie version is just so tall, uh, which is which is accurate to that and the original Rapunzel story, which is cool. And yeah, and there is a big complaint with this one is the inside is kind of very tight. Like it's just not as like open on the inside as you would want. But that makes sense because this thing is so kind of thin and it's kind of shrunken down to fit like the proportions of the movie design. So that makes sense that it's not as accessible on the inside. It kind of doesn't bother me because like it looks so good from the outside that you don't really care. At least I don't. But that was the one thing about the original that was so good was the amount of space on the inside. Like there was just so much to do in there, but it was just kind of empty as well. This one they did a good job, I think, of adding a level to each part of it. Like when you were building this version, it's a little bit different than the original. The original set you just built and built and built and built until it was done. But at this one, you actually spend time like you build the bottom floor, the rock base, and then you build each room, and that kind of makes a level on the tower, and you keep stacking the levels until it goes to the very top, which is so nice. It's like a progression. It's a great way to progress, I think. Um, I love all the details. Like it just looks so like fancy, like so regal, so ornate, I think, which is what the original was missing. That one, it looks good, but it's a little bit outdated. Like it's just there's a little bit too many stickers. Um yeah, I'm looking at it right now, but anyway, I do have a comparison if you want to see my full thoughts on both of them together. But I think they did a great job of like putting flowers where they go and adding stickers like on this side here with all these stickers on the front. That looks good, and then you have the actual grass like pieces, and that looks great. And the colors on this are so like nice. Like you've got the purple, of course. You got the lavender, which is kind of like spread throughout, which is cool. And then you've got the gold, which is really nice. And then you've got like this light yellow, this brown to go with it, and some tan. And of course, you got the dark and light gray on the bottom, which is great. And I especially like the lime green for the bottom. That looks really, really good. Um, I don't like all the little Easter eggs they've added, like these little butterflies here, and there's the wanted poster on the side, which technically doesn't make sense, but I'll allow it because it's funny. So yeah, um, And I like the fact that Lego included extra stickers. Like you can like spruce up the rooms inside. Like you can add stickers on the wall to put artwork on there, which is just so cool. That's so nice. Um, yeah, I like how everything's made. I mean, this is the big part here with the balcony. You've got like a place for the pan to go. There's like a little, hidden area here. Just a bunch of cool space. This is my favorite detail here is this fireplace with the picture of her looking at the sky, at the lanterns. It's done really well. It's done really well for such a small space. It's done pretty nicely. But my favorite part of this, I said in the review, is this rock entrance. Like that they didn't need to make it move, but I'm glad that they did. It just adds a cool interactive touch. Like that is so cool. In the original set, it was just like a suggestion of the rock entrance, but here it actually moves aside so you can put a figure in there. You can see Flynn's in there, stealing something in there. Um, and it's great. And my favorite part of this whole thing is this bottom section, surprisingly, where it's just like this random junk room. It's just like it's underground room with a bunch of like just random junk and just stolen items that have just been stashed down here. Which is cool. I mean, you got some candles, you got the lantern, you got the barrel with the chest and the sword. It's some rocks and flowers. It's just like a nice little hidden area, and then when Rapunzel wants to leave the tower, she can just leave through that front that entrance there, which is cool. Um, Also, I did add the little paint bottles from the original set, just to kind of make it feel a little bit more special, I guess, like lived in. And I appreciate the fact that this one has a bed this time, unlike the original set, which did not have a bed. But this one doesn't have a kitchen, so they took out the kitchen to put a bed, but it's just fine. And I especially like this balcony area, even though it shouldn't really be that. It should be a window, not a balcony. But it's fine. I especially like the spiky bits. These two here, like these spire pieces. And the fact that this came out so many years after the original, well, not so many, but enough years, like I believe like 6 or 7 years since the original, which came out in 2014. There's just so many new parts that they can put on this, like all the new flower pieces, all the new like these pieces here, these balcony parts, the roof parts, these pointy bits, um, all of them. It just adds a lot more like complex design, and the way this was built was so cool. I think my favorite part to build was this part. This whole like balcony area, this part especially, because it was just so interesting. Like how you put it together. Um, I love it. I still can't believe how tall it is, and I love these printed parts on the sides. That's great. Um, and yeah, my only complaint, I said this in the review, I'm only gonna complain about it one more time. I feel like they should have made a Mother Gothel mini doll. They should have made a figure of her. It's been about time since they made one, and they didn't do it, which I'm guessing they couldn't really do it. Maybe they were out of the budget for the mini doll figures, but it just would have been really nice. But anyway, I did keep the figures in the set this time. Most of the time with these build thought videos, I don't really put the figures in the set, but I mean, I kind of wanted to do that for this one. But I mean, I love the look of it. It's just so tall and grand, which I think is what the original should have been. But you know what? We have it now. This is updated and it looks fantastic. So it's just so much fun to build too, and it's just really impressive looking. Um, and I like the two of them together. Like it's just so interesting seeing like the two different sets. Like they're obviously the same tower, but it's supposed to be they're two very different versions, which I think is really cool. And I'm interested to see if Lego will eventually update this set. They probably will at some point, but I think that for now, this is probably the definitive tower, I think, for many reasons. Um, so yeah, if you can get it, definitely see if you can. If you can catch on a sale or whatever, just get it. If you're a big like Lego Rapunzel fan or like Lego Tangled fan, you gotta get it. It's great. You will not be disappointed, especially with all the detailed added like features, and the fact that they gave you like two extra little buildings or two extra builds with like the swing and the snuggly, the mini duckling. That's great. I mean, they didn't need to do that, but thanks, they did. Um, but that's it for this video. Hope you enjoyed. More build thoughts are coming in the future, of course. And yeah, what do you think about this set? Do you like it? Do you not? Do you think they should have waited to do another one? Let me know. And have you made your own tower? I actually might want to see if I can eventually make a super tower. Maybe I can see if I can make a super tall one at some point. That'd be kind of fun. Um, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about this one, and if you like the original better, or vice versa. Until then, I'll see you later. Take care. Have a great day.